if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of spread, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die, let a night know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday as well, but this is Sold Out, where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk. You know I got a food section, a sports section, which I'm referencing. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord, right? Okay, so if I don't get the content out in time, or, you know, if something just surprise drop, it most likely will be in there. And, of course, if you go in there and you touch down in the music section, we have been covering the Diddy trial, and y'all know I'll be covering that on Music Monday. So, as y'all coming in and out, do the kid a favor, definitely smash the like button, and of course sub up if you haven't done so already. Let me know if audio and visual is okay, because tonight, man, we're going to be keeping it pretty simple. I'm only going to be on the joint for like an hour, but tonight's topic, pretty much $20K, like, in sneakers from Trophy Room Warehouse stolen. So we're going to be covering that story. I saw that broke, and it looked like Champs did a Reimagined store, and then we'll also be talking upcoming sneaker releases toward the end of the live. Pretty much as we get ready to go into this weekend to celebrate the 4th. So pretty much I hope you guys enjoy it with your family as well. Looks like we got, and I will touch the chat here in just a second for sure as I see y'all come in and out. Now I did start a little bit later than normal, man, but the kids' schedule was just all over the place. I actually probably could have started at the regular time, but I said, you know what? I did want to give myself just that extra little bit of time just to get things straight and make sure everything sat up, because I didn't want to feel like rushed during the live. So I hope y'all don't mind me starting just a little bit later than normal, man. So again, appreciate all the people that's been showing love for sure, man. I'm not gonna talk about the Diddy trial because it's not Music Monday. However, I have most definitely been keeping up with it. Even while I was at work, people were, you know, surprised at the verdict or what have you. So pretty much, even whenever they tried to get him to come home and wait for sentencing, again, I guess it just come with the game, so we'll see how it goes for sure. But let me see what we got in the building real quick, and then we'll get the party started because I want to make sure I stay on this joint exactly an hour, and then we will get the party started here. So it looks like we got Long Beach Joe Jess in the building. Says salutes and respect to Polo in the chat. What up, Long Beach? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's see, we got Manny with the Kicks in the building. Says West Gucci sold out family. What up? What up? What up? What up? Long Beach says, it's all good. 7:30 EST is good. Appreciate that, dog. I mean, I feel like, worst case scenario, all I'm doing is really starting 30 minutes later than normal, So, again, sometimes stuff just kind of come up. Like, I know I had to do it last Wednesday. I had to start like 30 minutes later than what I wanted to. But it just comes with the game sometime to let you know that, hey, I am human just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Long Beach says, yeah, can't wait for the Diddy trial talk. Oh, dog. It was so hard not to just literally just go right into the Diddy talk and do a live on that. But you know what? We're going to stick to the regular scheduled program because I feel like there's going to be more to come for sure. Granted, tomorrow we're probably going to get all type of little updates here and there. And then, of course, the 4th, I believe you're not going to probably hear anything again. Pretty much tomorrow people are going to be talking about it. And then come the 4th is a holiday, so that's a wrap. And then I think the judges they're probably not gonna even probably start going back to court until probably by Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm no attorney and I don't know the law, but you know how it can be. When I tell you this, when there's a holiday and or a break to be granted, it will be given, right? Mostly probably why the judge was pushing for he was hoping for a verdict before the holiday, and looks like he got what it is. I'm not gonna go into it, but I will say this: I'm kind of surprised at the outcome because, for the most part, the major charges were dropped. But I'll save it all for Music Monday because I'm already going into it, and I'm not trying to go into it, but I kind of already talked about it, with the co-workers and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to doing the Diddy trial for sure, dog. You know what I'm saying? Looks like Man on the Kick says Joe Jet salutes. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Long Beach says salutes to Manny. That's what's up, man. So pretty much, let's just go and dive in. If we finish early, we finish early, man. So I think I'm gonna start with the trophy room warehouse store. Looks like the warehouse was broken in and look like they have a certain amount of suspects. This is my thing, dog. For the people who don't know, right? Before I even start sharing my screen, just a little tidbit, right, real quick. This is my thing. MarcusJordan, and that, that's pretty much his store, right? Okay. I know he probably doesn't do the data. I don't know what he does, right? And this is all alleged and opinionated based, but let's just say if we went down, and I may just do that just a little bit, we can go down the backstory of MarcusJordan, man. Because to be honest, and I'm saying all that to say, honestly, I'm not surprised at this whole outcome. And again, I haven't looked into it, and I'm not saying people just don't do this type of stuff because we seen what go down in Memphis and all these other train carts and stuff like that didn't happen with Nike's product. But, ironically, we got MarcusJordan at the table now. And to be honest, for the last few years, he's done some very questionable things allegedly. Should I take it back to the time where, remember when the Jordan 1 trophy rooms were coming out and pretty much nobody had a shot at getting a pair because he backdoored them to a few specific resellers, allegedly. Granted, we've seen images of what it looks and appears to be. We don't know for sure what was in those boxes, but I mean, people talk, you know what I'm saying? And they were meeting in a hotel in a public place. Y'all didn't even meet. This is my thing. Y'all would have been better off just meeting at the warehouse and nobody would have never known. But, it is what it is. And then from what I got from him, from what he got paid, I'm wondering if he's even really still sitting on that. You know what I mean? Because this is my thing. And let me clarify this. Again, Whole Live is a legend and opinionated base. I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to downplay MarcusJordan at all. Because if my dad was Michael Jordan, I'm gonna say I'm not all the things that he's done or been accused of. However, you can quote me. You would know my dad was Michael Jordan too. That's all I'm gonna say. He can't help who his dad is at the end of the day. I'm not trying to pick on him or anything like that, but I mean, he's got a very interesting story. You know what I mean? Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Long Beach says salutes to Manny. Long Beach says, I'm not shocked at all. I thought he'd beat pretty much everything, get a little to no jail time. I mean, it's looking like that way. And just a little off mode real quick. The 2 charges he got found guilty of, they both carry a maximum of 10 years. So you got to think the judge can make that run concurrently, which meaning he can say, cool. And I doubt he gives them if he gives them the max, that's going to be effed up. But the max would be 20 years because he can stack them where you do 10 for this time and then you got to do another 10 for that. Or he can say, cool, you get the 10 years, let him run concurrently, and, he gets out, he does what, 80% of the time, he'll be out in 8 years. But, and with good behavior, maybe, and some fees and money and all that, and good he could probably even reduce it all the way down to 5, because my thing is this, we've seen what NBA Youngboy has done too, how he's been through all that and he came home, Long Beach says, damn, trophy room got hit. Times are tough. People are doing things to get by. This is true, but I'm saying this is what I'm trying to get at. MarcusJordan necessarily hasn't been, the best or well-known, individual, right? You know what I'm saying? Again, not judging, but he's been in some... Remember the last story we covered on him is where he got stuck in between the train tracks with, a snow bunny or whatever, and, you can tell homie was on another planet, which I may go down the rabbit hole there before I go on the full, okay, cool, this guy's a sink. So, again, I'm not saying it was an inside job, because, he has no reason to... This is my thing. It most likely is not allegedly an opinionated piece. I don't know. But my thing is this. He doesn't have... this is my thing, what I see, and I imagine... Because if you think about it, Michael Jordan, to the best of my knowledge, he has 3 kids. He has MarcusJordan, and then he has another son, which we don't really know his name, which I may look him up, and he has a daughter. They keep a low profile. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's still making sure they straight, but they keep a low profile and stay out the way. Marcus has been on, think about it. Remember he was piping down Scottie Pippen's, ex-wife or whatever, and homie messed around and fell in love, and then, she kicked him to the curb once the hype was over, allegedly, Again, there's so many other, this could go, the rabbit hole can go really deep on this live that I ain't even trying to go there. But, again, I can't help but know the information that's already been out there, Where we at real quick, Long Beach says, that Trophy Room 1 release was a complete disaster and it was a backdoor like crazy. Yeah, in fact, I may see if I can just find the images for the live real quick for the people who don't know. Because, like I said, that came out slowly but surely. And it was an embarrassment, man. Because you have people thinking, right, that you have a shot at getting this shoe. And it's you really don't, but it's supposed to be like that. And then my thing is this, Nike didn't even say anything. They didn't even bat an eye at it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even again, if they did address it, they kept it behind the scenes. But then again, I know this is dude, what can you really say if pretty much homie is the Michael Jordan son? I'm pretty sure he's we're gonna let his dad talk to them and then call it a day, but it's dog. Again, some comes across he's probably not, he's not really listening for real. I wanted to see if I could find a hotel joint where he was in, where it looks like suspect. But again, it's very, very a unique situation. I want to see if I can find an image real quick. I'm doing some quick little searches. Y'all bear with the kid. Cause remember the dude, Ben Kicks? Where has he been at lately? You know what I'm saying? Not to talk him up or try to say he's a bad guy, but remember he was the well-known sneakerhead guy. And then I did find the images right here. I look I think they floated around on X, aka Twitter. So I'm gonna definitely pull this up and show you guys this too. So again, there's multiple images on that. But again, I'm just saying that this whole trophy room thing, I'll put it this way. While it may have not been an inside job, but do we as a people feel sorry for them. And this is my thing too. 9 times out of 10, they got this stuff insured. So even if the people do get away with it, they'll just file a claim with their insurance company. They have provide the proof, and then especially on the level of Jordan Brand and Nike, I'm pretty sure Marcus probably was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's probably annoying and probably gonna slow some things down, but I mean, it ain't like they can't get the product back through insurance paying it to get it reproduced again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This is not the first time. We've seen this happen across the board, all the way from Cali to pretty much, I guess, Trophy Room is based. I'm not sure where their warehouse is, but if I had to guess, it's somewhere close and not too far from Florida, because I believe that's where the Trophy Room joint is based out of. Long Beach says, I think he'll get suspended sentence with a ton of probation. We were talking about that too at work. I think so. I think the same scenario, most likely suspended sentence and then call it a day. Crazy, kind of how the Thug situation where he got a whole bunch of probation and it's going to be a long time and got to walk a tightrope. But if anybody can definitely just work behind the scenes and still make a crazy bag, it's Diddy. You know what I mean? He don't need to be the front man. Granted, we're used to, and not to take a line from Suge Knight here, who ironically, he's doing, dog, it's kind of sucks. And I saw a post from Boosie earlier, right? He was like, man, I'm tired of them taking down, the big, the bigger, well-known moguls. At one time, Suge Knight was that dude. He's locked down, but during the Suge Knight situation, he definitely brought that on himself. I'm not saying Diddy did or didn't, but Suge Knight's situation was in broad daylight on camera, and it's like, dog, you had to know that was gonna not end well. No matter how you slice it and dice it, whether you got time or not. But again, all our major moguls is always something. If you think about this, Russell Simmons, you know what I'm saying? Homie just dipped, That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Long Beach, Joe Jess says, yeah, the rabbit hole is crazy. Man with the Kick says, probably house arrest and 10 years probation. I mean, everybody's banking on, I've heard that, if I wouldn't be surprised if it's 20 years, I would say they're not going to have him on house arrest that long. I would say, they'll have him on house arrest for a certain amount of time, and then with good behavior, he'll be able to cut it off and then finish the remaining time on, probation. You know what I'm saying? Where they got to let everybody know how you're moving. And, I mean, that's easy for him to do. He pretty much does that now. As a well-known celebrity, you don't know his every move, but I mean, the stuff making it to social media, we just don't know the timing, because probably by the time he posted, he's probably in somewhere else in a different, area code, if I had to guess. Where we at real quick, let's say Sneakerhead from LA says, he sent that ish out the back door for that drug habit, and you're talking about MarcusJordan. Again, we have seen images of, and I'll pull that up too, where, we've seen it where, not only the videos and the arrest, because I'm not going to play that whole video, but he did get arrested where clearly it looked like he was on another planet. And then we've actually got images of MarcusJordan where pretty much he was, clearly, I don't know what was on the plate, but he was enjoying it, right? Let's just keep it real. Let's see, Man with the Kick says, Marcus Cuddy Jordan. Hey, chill, bro. I'm going to show the backdoor situation, but I also want to pull up just the rabbit hole of MarcusJordan, and then we'll cover the story, and then we'll transition on to pretty much the remaining part of the live, and then pretty much we're going to be talking champs. They revealed a new, pretty much reimagined store concept, which I thought champs personally was done. I thought they were done, but I could have been wrong. Again, I don't know, but let me pull up the MarcusJordan joint real quick. I want to make sure that I have all the images, so when I cut to it, we cut to it, right? And again, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble, no nothing, none of that. But I will play, I think there's even a video of this joint, right? Nah, I mean, it's just images. I don't think they actually have actual audio. But again, this joint is still just enough to make you think. And then also, we'll say, I'll look at MarcusJordan arrested, which, to be honest, I'm looking for the most recent one, but it's been more than one time. But you notice when he gets arrested, and this is the perk of when your dad is Michael Jordan, right? ironically, we don't hear nothing about the charges like ever again anymore, which that's a good thing for him in his case. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming his dad gets there. He has to probably put up a little bit of money, and nothing to the GOAT, of course, but he's probably got to put up some money. And then next thing you know, he pretty much talks to his son like, please stay out of the ish. And he's like, yeah, all right, whatever, and keeps it moving. Matter of fact, for shits and giggles, what is Michael Jordan's net worth? I know it's in the billies, but I'm curious now because at the same time, it's like one of those, Marcus knows this too. Like he knows, even if the number's not pretty much accurate, again, if your dad's Michael Jordan, do you really, as long as he doesn't do one of the major crimes, like all this misdemeanor stuff, he's not really tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put that on there. Michael Jordan net worth. I just Googled the joint. And again, it could be wrong, but you got to take it with a grain of salt too. Again, these people they're just making their best educated guess. And they're going off the stuff that they see. And again, this is not necessarily the amount of money he has in his bank account. It could be more, it could be less. But it's kind of one of those, you compare his homes, you compare his cars, and what other stuff they think he may have. Usually the net worth maybe even be off by a lot. I just want to throw that out there. Long Beach says, he cleaned up his plate and visited another level of thinking. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely, right? So let me share my screen on some of these real quick because, again, we get into that right at the 30-minute mark, and I want to make sure I cover both stories, which I think we should have plenty of time. Boom, you guys should be seeing my screen. So first things first, Michael Jordan's net worth, $3.5 billion. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those, like, as long as you manage it right, homie's going to be good. And, rumors is he make way more off the sneakers than anything else. If you look at his proteges here, LeBron's at $1.2 billion, and then Magic Johnson's at $1.5 billion. So Michael Jordan, arguably one of the most richest like basketball players of all time. No matter how you slice and dice it. Now you got his son here, and I think we'll go to the first image, right? If I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can find the right image. Based off, I hope I didn't close that joint out. Hold on real quick, because I may have closed it out. Hold on, let me put myself back on the main screen, because I thought I had the nice frosty plate ready. But you know what? We will definitely put up. So I got the Michael Jordan joint. We're going to close this, and then we're going to cut to the backdooring joint, and then we'll cover the most recent story real quick. So we got the Michael Jordan joint. Let's go and go to Marcus Jordan, and we will pretty much show you the type of things that he kind of be on, right? Again, I'm not making this up. This is all alleged, though, because we don't know what the hell is on that plate. For all we know, this could be sugar, and I know they call it the booger sugar, but you know what I'm saying? We've seen images like this. Again, I know what he's thinking. Let me just live my life. You know what I mean? Let me just live my life. Whatever it is he does, I don't know what he's been going through. But my thing is like this. You don't necessarily have to be, I don't know. If my dad was a billionaire, you good. You know what I'm saying? But same time, you just never know what he could be traumatized with, And I'm not trying to pick a side here or anything, right? And then let's go to the backdooring situation, because we can go back even further. Just a little bit of proof right here. You know what I'm saying? Which I know you guys will probably believe me, but this is, after denying it, new photos emerge of Marcus Jordan meeting with Benjamin Kicks and others at a hotel for a week leading up to the Trophy Room 1 lunch. Now, this was the disaster joint. Now, I forgot how much money they said was on the tables, but you see this right here. Obviously, and this is my thing, dog. It would have been nice if he would have at least kept them in the actual stock boxes, right? Okay. I remember there was like one YouTuber, right? Let me put myself back on the main screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Quick rant. Especially in the Chicago area or what have you, or Chicago. My thing is this. There was one sneaker YouTuber who was always cutting the pre-order situation. I'm not gonna say any names. If you know, you know. Then they had a protege where they was cool and he was doing sneaker content, but homie was a little bit more brave. He had pulled one of these boxes, like these joints in there, if I'm not mistaken, inside the box, there's 6 pairs of shoes per box, if I'm not mistaken. It could be more, it could be less. Again, I've never popped. And the term that homie referred to back in the day was, yo, when you pop a box, this is what this means. He did a video. He didn't show where he got it from or how he got it, this and the third. But this right here should be going, these are the boxes that go to the store. Like, not the average Joe Schmo. Like, this is supposed to be received and signed by somebody, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it's not supposed to be like, I'm not supposed to have access to that box unless I'm working at like one of the foot stores that these are going to be delivered to. But it happens, right? So, let me share my screen on that again real quick, because this right here, homies didn't even have the courtesy to take them out. Some of them, pretty much, they just gave them regular. This is telling on yourself, you know what I'm saying? At least the person, whoever took the photo, which, to be honest, this looks like an inside job, as far as like somebody were gonna snitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see Benjamin kicks in them or anything, but yeah, somebody loading this joint up on a truck and they're about to make moolah, you know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, these all stacked up because somebody had to help. And ironically, if you look at this over here in the corner, there's some Travis Scotts. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot to think about too. Like, these people loaded up bands. They were doing what they got to do, you know, hustling, I guess. And I don't want to sound like I'm knocking the hustle, but it makes it hard for the people who don't have access. And I know it is what it is. Welcome to life. I know some people are saying that. Marcus said cap though, and still red and then still red-handed. Yeah. So pretty much saying he's got caught red-handed. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the talker where he was trying to deny the joint. Again, not surprised, and I like to see this right here with these like emojis. I don't really understand X like that, but at the end of the day, that's something that we got to see. And then if you talk about, I think the most recent one, the most recent one we're about to cover, now we're about to cover pretty much, this is when MarcusJordan pretty much got charged with cocaine possession, is now a ketamine possession document says. So I'm not sure how the outcome came, but keep in mind, right, this was just in February 26, 2025. This was this year. And think about how quiet it's been ever since pretty much February 26, 2025. So this is like the second month of this year. It's been pretty quiet. You see how things move differently when your dad is Michael Jordan. You know, and I'm going to play this video real quick, and then we're going to go to the main story real quick. Let me play this joint. I know we've seen it, but let's see it real quick. Just a quick little update. We got the, hopefully don't play too much audio on this joint, because I know it could play it. Hopefully I can skip the ad. Let's see. Cool. This is literally the live joint. Look at this.
The son of basketball
Look at this joint. Let me see if I can cut this joint up.
Hold up. This month in Maitland.
This loud as it goes.
I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn.
But what cops first thought was cocaine in his pocket turned out to be a different drug.
When people use
oh, I ain't seen this version. So like, we thought it was cocaine, but it's not cocaine. What the hell is this?
Brain changes tend to be permanent.
Ketamine is linked to the deaths of Matthew Perry.
So ketamine, that's what the fuck is ketamine? What is ketamine? I'm gonna keep it moving. Maybe they're gonna break it down.
But it's also shown promise to help millions battling depression. So,
see, and there you go right there. Like I was saying earlier, he may be. Why would he be depressed when your dad's worth billions and he's not like he's leaving him out on the street? But I'm gonna keep it moving. No, maybe there's more to it.
Oh, what is it? And why are so many people using it? Fox 35 investigates the ketamine craze.
Wow, I didn't know this. So
Doctors
update.
say they still have a lot to learn about ketamine, but it is proven to be effective for people struggling with depression and with chronic pain.
Fox 35's Manny Martinez is live
This
tonight
my
in Lake
thing.
Mary.
Is it illegal though?
Ketamine is legal.
Wow, wow, it's like reading my mind. So pretty much, I guess that's why we never heard of it, and the charges are down. Like, maybe he was under the influence of something, but the ketamine that they find, they said it's actually legal. So, I mean, this is gonna, like, no problem.
Constant supervision and under very strict guidelines. The law says you can't just have it on you, but a growing number of people do and use it recreationally. Part of the allure here is the trip, the hallucination. It doesn't last as long as LSD.
This is bad.
So it's legal, but you're not supposed to have it on you. But it's kind of one of those, you get like the same, I guess, hit as like I guess certain drugs, but it comes that you calm down quicker. Interesting.
This video of Marcus Jordan's arrest in Maitland has thrust ketamine into the spotlight.
Bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, he played the Michael Jordan son card, which I don't blame him. I would too, hell.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn.
Online court records now show a tweak in Jordan's charges just a few weeks later. Possession of ketamine and not cocaine is Maitland police first thought.
Is it still a felony
I
though?
like this song.
Ketamine is not new. It's been around since the 60s, used primarily as an anesthetic before doctors found it helpful in major depression cases. Orlando Health doctor Matthew Angelelli says its use is highly regulated and its effects are almost immediate.
It causes an initial change in brain chemistry, and then over time, when people use ketamine correctly or according to the FDA guidelines, the brain changes tend to be permanent.
Ketamine
Wow.
can be injected or taken via nasal spray. Abusers will
Okay, so that was my next question. How can this shit be taken? Because I thought that this is my thing. It doesn't take them out of the weeds of what we seen them snorting that stuff off the plate. But apparently this stuff can be injected or hold on, wait, let me run it
also
back.
smoke it or even snort.
Tend to
Wow,
be permanent.
go back.
Ketamine can be injected or taken via nasal spray. Abusers will also smoke it or even snort it.
Wow,
The DA
there you
compares it-
well that answered my question. So they said that it can be injected, it can be a nasal spray where you spray the joint up your nose, a nasal spray joint, or you can smoke it, or like abusers, quote unquote, can even snort it. So maybe this is what we thought we saw him snorting.
to psychedelics like LSD and PCP because it too can cause hallucinations. An overdose can lead to unconsciousness and dangerously slowed breathing.
People will feel calm or as if they finally get a break from the stress or the distress that they feel. And so they'll start to use it over and over again.
A study published last month by the UC San Diego School of Medicine found
Fair
growing
use, by the way,
recreational
fair
ketamine
use,
use
fair
among
use.
American adults. An 81% increase between 2015 and 2019, and a 40% increase between 2021 and 2022, which is when the study also found use only went up among those without depression.
Like many medications in medicine, many have very good uses, and some of them are abused by people. Some people will take it and they won't like it at all. Some people will take it and they love it.
So apparently it's
And
hit or
while
miss
these
if
celebrity
it's
cases,
like
they
if
may
you get
dominate
addicted
headlines.
to it.
Doctors say that it's important to remember that overdoses on ketamine are really rare. Adding abuse of ketamine could lead to bladder shrinkage, even in permanent brain changes you may not want. Live in Lake Mary tonight, Manny Martinez, Fox 35 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Manny. And you can find all the ketamine stories that we've reported on the Fox local
Wow.
app. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen to download it. It is free from the Apple and Google Play stores.
Well, there you have it. We got an update at Live and the Fresh. And just, I'm going to read the briefs, and then we're going to start the new topic right here of pretty much what happened in the trophy room. Says the brief. Marcus Jordan, son of NBA legend Michael Jordan, was arrested February 4th in Florida after police found his car stuck on the railroad tracks and alleged that he was impaired. Police allegedly found a bag with a white substance in his pocket. It was tested on site and initially came back positive for cocaine. However, it appears later tests confirmed it was ketamine as the charge against Jordan has changed. Ketamine is still considered an illegal drug in Florida. However, it is considered a different class of drug compared to cocaine.
New tonight, Good
So
Samaritans
pretty much
honored
there you go
today
right
in
there.
Sumter
I'm going to cut this off real quick. So, I mean, some tells me he's not really worried about it. Probably, going to cost the dad some money. But, I mean, it is what it is, At the end of the day, he raised that. And not saying he did a bad job. But sometimes you just can't control what your children do when they're no longer underneath your control all the way. So, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to pick a side here, but let's go and transition to the news story real quick because I'm going to be on this joint for like another 20 minutes, so I want to make sure I cover both stories. So it says, 5 arrested after allegedly stealing 20K in sneakers from Marcus Jordan's trophy room warehouse. Now, this just was reported June 30th. Keep in mind, today is the 2nd, to the best of my knowledge. So pretty much this just recently happened. It says, concluding a month-long investigation following an October burglary during the Hurricane Milton. So this had been going on since October. Why didn't we get this stuff out to the public? So why is this so like just now putting? So they finally made an arrest. I get it, but I feel like normally they would have broke this like a minute ago, if I'm not mistaken, right? It says an Orlando, Florida warehouse, which I was curious where it was. So Orlando, Florida, it says warehouse rented by trophy room owner MarcusJordan, the son of NBA and sneaker legend Michael Jordan, was hit with a 5-figure burglary in October during a particular vulnerable moment for the city. Homie can't catch a break. So this happened in October of last year, which I don't know why. I know for a fact I don't feel like I covered the joint. Then, right, listen, October, then you got November, December, January, February. Then 4 months later, he gets arrested. Homie probably feel like he can't catch a break. It says, various local news reports citing the Orange County Sheriff's Office states that October 10th was just hours after Hurricane Milton touched down. 5 masked men broke into trophy room warehouse and ransacked the property in search of the valuable footwear. Let me see where this link takes us real quick, because I wonder if this is going to be another joint. So yeah, it just pretty much takes you to the same joint right here. And again, this was 2 days ago, but I thought it would at least cut us to like a video or something. But see, I don't think they publicized this joint, because if so, I mean, I'm not saying I'm pretty on it, but I feel like somebody would have saw this and we posted this joint, but maybe he just keeps a low profile. It says where we at real quick. Let's see. Various local news reports citing an Orange County Sheriff's Office states that the October 10th was just hours. We read that part. Let me go. Keep going. It says surveillance footage shows the faceless thieves searching through sacks of shoe boxes, while court documents allege that the group made away with between 300 and 400 pairs of sneakers worth at least $20,000. Several rare pairs were among the stolen styles, which include trophy rooms, Air Jordan 1 Retro OG rookie card, home collaboration in June 2024. Wow. Maybe that's the reason why we couldn't hit. But see, that's the thing though. This is my thing. Is this really worth it? Because I have the rookie card joint, right? This my thing. While it is a limited shoe, I got that joint for retail on, eBay, which I did see where Divine posted where there are going to be some changes to like eBay sneakers. I'll probably cover that on Saturday. I'll have to just look into it a little bit more research, off mode, but on mode. But again, I say all that to say, like, dog, I guess, well, is it worth it? Probably to them, because they're like, yo, if we break in here, get all these joints for free, load it up on a truck where we rent it for like, I don't know, like $100. But, they going to make that, like, if we sell all these shoes to the right places for $100, we already cover the truck. And then after that, everything is profit. I'm not saying I'm not a thief, but I'm saying, and they probably don't even think that deep into it. But I would assume they got to factor some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me read through this. Yeah, so this is the ones I do have right here. This is the rookie card home collaboration joint. I had these janks. I had these janks. I got these janks. It says, adding insult to injury, the group then piled the stolen sneakers into a Sprinter van, which was also owned by Jordan, before also stealing the vehicle. Wow. So this is my thing, right? I'm no genius. And y'all feel free to correct me down in the comment section, but the more and more I read into this, does this not seem like an inside job, or am I tripping? Right? Because my thing is this. How they may have broke into the car or whatever, but like how y'all get into they may have stole the car, but they didn't get charged for breaking anything. So breaking and entering. So it's like they had a key. So these people, he's probably going to be able to identify like, oh, that's so-and-so, so-and-so. Because my thing is, how do you even know that's his warehouse? Like, how do you know what I'm saying? Definitely stuff like that slowly screams to like inside jobs to me. Again, I don't know. So a legend and opinionated base whole live. It says, adding insult to injury, read that one, says, where we at? The Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low OG rookie card home collaboration. Again, I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. But I mean, I rock my joints, you know what I'm saying? I was able to get them for retail, so I said, why not? It says, after months passed without leads, Detective Jordan Mendez of Orange County Sheriff's Office received a tip that began to unveil the crime. A trophy room employee told Mendez that he saw some of the sneakers, including the rare Air Jordan 1 collaboration, being sold at a downtown Orlando resale store. Now, here's the kicker. What was the resale store that it was being sold at in downtown Orlando? So, you know what? I'm not sure if are they gonna reveal it? Let's see. Police were able to trace the sale of the sneakers back to the suspect, who, upon being questioned, was allegedly also wearing one of the stolen shoes at the time. The individual then confessed, which led detectives to 4 more suspects. So he snitched. Once they got like a tip like this, and then they pretty much found out the guy that was trying to sell them through that resale store, which they're not going to get in trouble. And it's a thing. They ultimately, if they like pretty much tell them to come to court and testify, they're going to say, we didn't know they were stolen, you know, and we don't know this guy like that. He pulled up, they were real, and that's it, you know. They could easily have nothing to do with it. It says arrested Friday was Kamara Jones Shipley, Timothy Mitchell Jr., Channing Ratcliffe, and Alan Webley and Scott Webley Jr. So those 2 are family members, clearly. Most likely brothers, if I had to guess. The men face varying charges ranging from dealing in stolen property to grand theft. Just know that just because the hurricane, once it's over, we're going to investigate every lead and we're going to catch you, Mendez told Fox 35. So pretty much, I am very curious though. What was I about to look up? I am curious what resale store is in downtown Orlando. I gotta look this up. So I'm gonna highlight this joint real quick, and then I'm going to put myself back on the main screen, off mode, and then we're gonna transition on to the next topic. Then we're gonna wrap things up here. But I'm very curious what resale store is in downtown, like Orlando sneaker resale store. I'm gonna start with that basic search and see what pulls up, because I mean, I don't know how many it could be. It could be a lot. You know what I'm saying? Again, we shall see. But let me search this joint because I am curious. Let's see. Sneaker, resale, boom, boom. And yeah, sneaker resale store in downtown Orlando. So here we go right here. More places. I got several places up on the screen that we can just kind of take our pick, right? I could be wrong. Y'all feel free to correct the kid. Let me see. Boom, right here. First one to pop up. Impossible Kicks, Orlando's international premium outlets. We have Retro Flow Kicks, LLC, sneaker and urban wear shop. A Sneaker City. This is all the places that are coming up in there, right? Again, I ain't looked at the official addresses of this joint. So we got economic. There's a lot of resale stores. Are these joints still open? So this one says closes soon. So, I mean, I'm assuming he chose the most well-known ones. Now, I'm very curious who would take it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. These are some of them just coming right off the rip. Again, I'm not sure which one is which. But if you look at this right here, looking at the address of this joint, this is in Orlando, Florida. Let's see. Where we could go here. This one, also, Orlando, Florida. You know what I mean? So, this is the Retro Flow Kicks LLC joint. Again, they probably asked to not be mentioned. A Sneaker City. This is also in Orlando, Florida, right? Again, we could be off, we could be on. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to do a quick little Google search just to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting, you know what I'm saying? So, again, it is what it is. They got Lovely Clicks Boutique. Damn, how many resale? Okay, question. How many damn resale stores is it in freaking Orlando, Florida, bruh? Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much that's going to wrap up this story, though, because I think we covered this and I read all of that. So, again, feels like Marcus Jordan can't catch a break. But at the same time, dog, I mean, you've been living the good life for quite some time. I think he'll be okay. Is it annoying? I'm probably so, but I'm sure he will be okay. So let's pretty much transition on to the Champ Sports rolls out a reimagined store concept centered on running. So again, for the people who do like to work out, now y'all know me, I run 5 days a week. I do 4 miles, so there's a total of 20 miles. So I am always on the go for like a good gym shoe where I can work out in / run. Because some people do, I've seen one guy do it, it's not going to be me. He'll bring one shoe just for cardio and then another shoe to work out in. I want the best of both worlds, which is very, very, very hard to find. It says, Champ Sports rolls out the reimagined store concept centered on running, the first 2 stores to open with the new concept in the Tampa, Florida and Portland, Oregon. Wow. Ironically. Now, this isn't pretty much downtown Orlando, Florida, but Tampa, Florida. Bruh, I'm not trying to pick on Florida, but it seems like it's always something going down in Florida. They have the most unique situations of all time. But let's just cover this story real quick, and then we'll wrap things up here with upcoming sneaker releases, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Champ Sports is getting a new look. According to the Foot Locker-owned retail, it is rolling out a new retail concept called Reimagined in 2 key markets on Tuesday. The first location is at Brandy Exchange Mall in Tampa, Florida, with the second at Washington Square Mall in Portland, Oregon. Tony Abezra, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Champs, told Foot News in an interview that these 2 markets are important hubs to test and learn. So pretty much, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, because this just was posted July 1st, so this was just yesterday. This is my thing. Champs falls under the Foot Locker umbrella, right? Remember, they had like almost all the stores at one point they were running the game. Also, I would like to say, keep in mind, we also covered where pretty much Dick's Sporting Goods has bought out Foot Locker and them. So this means Champs and them got to come with it, I would assume. Again, don't quote me on that, but I think it's supposed to be that and all their chains, including, what's the one joint that we used to keep up with too? But yeah, all their chains. I can't even think of the joint, but it'll come to me. It says, Brandon Exchange is extremely close to St. Pete in the Tampa market, where we will open our new global headquarters, Abezra said. Plus, Washington Square is Portland is a market with deep roots both in sports and sneaker culture. So we thought it was very important to deliver on the 2 areas and take our learnings from these key locations before we continue to move forward with this new retail concept. So again, they definitely got to do some revamping. Now, I'm very curious, with this like pretty much Dick's Sporting Goods idea, or was this already part of the plan as far as that lace-up program plan, right? Remember, we've covered that as well, and I know y'all have seen the shorts that I've covered on that as well. So I'm very curious what it is. Even though I'm curious, is like Dick's Sporting Goods finna inherit this? And what is a reimagined themed program? Like, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to milk it what Jordan Brandon is trying to do, which I'm not knocking it, because we've all been kind of tired of the reimagined theme, right? It says, as far as the new store design, the company opted for a bright, organized design and an extensive selection of multi-brand apparel, footwear, and accessories for head-to-toe dressing. Abezra noted brands featured in the store included Adidas, Brooks, Saucony, or Saucony if you where I grew up from, Asics and Nike. Hoka and Puma are slated to be added in the second half of the year, the exec said. Plus, the new concept features flexible design and enhanced functionality, allowing for ease of merchandising and reimagining product displays over time. To further enhance the customer experience, Champ Store associates will also be equipped with improved tools to assist customers, along with multiple checkout points for seamless services. Interesting. So I'm assuming they're going to hit them with like a mobile device, like an iPhone, or like pretty much like an iPad or something like that. Now, ironically, one department store I used to work at, we kind of went that mode where you could check people out digitally too, this, that, and the third, with like the devices we had, if you were paying like card, which most people do pay card now, but there are some people that definitely do pretty much cash still. It says, we set out a vision to create an experience that was driven by customers' insights and really that embodies our Sports for Life brand platform that we rolled out just over a year ago, the executive said. we want to make sure that we evaluate the experience for our customers. Yeah, pretty much. It says, one of the key areas in the store, the Run Club destination, it features dedicated men and women areas that provide a coded assortments with aim of making running more accessible. To celebrate the new openings, Champs is hosting an event in partnership with Nike at Washington Square store in Portland from July 26th through the 27th. The event is expected to deliver customer-focused experiences including live entertainment, giveaways, customizations, and more. A grand opening event at Brandon Exchange will take place August 9th through the 10th. We are thrilled to partner with Champs to help bring their vision for immersive retail to life, said Jason Kira, Vice President of North America Sales and Marketplace at Nike. The Reimagined store concept reflects our shared objectives to celebrate sport and serve athletes through evaluated retail and experiences. We're excited to help mark the grand opening moment of Champ Sports in Washington Square with a high energy that goes beyond retail to connect and engage with our shared communities. It says, the unveiling of the Champ Store Reimagined concept underscores Foot Locker Incorporated enhancements against its Lace Up program. How did I know, right? To power up the portfolio following the 8 Foot Locker Reimagined stores that opened across North America, Europe, and Asia over the past year. So this is the exterior, but I mean, to be honest, I will say this. Last time I did a mall vlog joint, right, in the Champ store, I will say this. It was dead. Homies that worked there said they didn't get a lot of the newer releases at all. Like, I forgot, like, which shoe I was doing a mall vlog on, but I was like, yo, what y'all sneakers? And this, they said they didn't even get the Reimagined 5s. So it looks like they're gonna start letting them probably get with, I would assume, this whole Reimagined theme that they're trying to go for. They're gonna get more exclusive drops in there, because there's a lot of potential within the Champ Sports, you know. It says, in May, Foot Locker announced it will be acquired by Dick's Sporting Goods for $2.4 million. The deal is expected to close later this year. So like I said, they're sticking to the program, but at the same time, they've been bought out by Dick's Sporting Goods. I see you, Big Money Sonny. What up? It says the D, the I, D, and the D, the Y, the O, the D, the I, the D, the Y is Diddy. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The song. I got you. It says, yeah, I know that song too. It says, looking ahead, Averza added that the Champ Sports plan to continue to scale the Reimagined concept with an additional stores. Says the goal is to be agile, but will be consistent based on feedback that we receive from customers and brand partners. Averza has noted, once we feel good about the feedback, there is a plan to move forward and scale. So they're going to start with 2 stores and go from there. Yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. Then we'll wrap things up here. I'm coming right up on the hour mark, which is exactly where I want to be. So I will say this. Where we at real quick. Not too much what I seen floating around. I think I seen right here. I kind of got my stuff kind of like discombobulated, but apparently Nike did do a quiet release of the Air Force One with the butterfly details that's already sold out, which I didn't know this. So I guess if you look at these images on this joint, which that is not, I clicked on it and then it took me there. That is not what I want to do. Let me see if I can find some down here later. Yeah, so these are the all-white Air Force Ones, which y'all know, arguably this is one of my favorite shoes in my collection, but then they got like little butterflies pinned on them. So I'm assuming, and no judgment zone at all, this is like probably for the ladies. If you got a boo, why not? You know, for the people who probably are into sneakers, but they are trying to make an extra, like, this is my thing. Nike raised the price of the Air Force One, and I guess they're trying to make it more worthwhile. This is my thing, up the quality, and maybe this is what they're thinking of, right? And these joints have already sold out. So think about this. Ladies like details and accessories. So if the shoe's already coming with it, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see, currently available at a slight price premium on platforms like GOAT and StockX. So, okay, you know what? Out of shits and giggles, I do want to see what these pretty much cost on the resale markets. So these are called the Nike Air Force One Low Butterflies. I'm going to look up on StockX real quick for shits and giggles because I want to know. And I'm about to wrap things up here real quick because we're talking upcoming sneaker releases, but I want to know. I I wanna know. Actually, they're on Snipes right now. No, that's not on Snipes. That's just a regular Air Force One. I'm looking for the butterfly joints. Here we go right here. So if I can find them for retail, because I'm going to put them in, I'm going to search them. Sometimes you got to search it slightly different on StockX. Hold on, real quick. Because if they're already at 150, I'm assuming they're probably going to be the same at retail, but you probably got to pay for the shipping and all that shit too. So let me share my screen on this. This is StockX. Boom, right here. This is the joint. What retail is 130. Retail on these is 130, and they dropped pretty much, what's that? June 20th, which I didn't know they even dropped on the 20th. I definitely missed it. But yeah, so pretty much retail 130 and look like you can buy now for 150. Yeah, 150 is the average price across the board on it. So not too bad on the resale market. Again, for the ladies, I feel like why not? You know what I'm saying? And then also we have what coming up. So that's one I got right here. And boom, the Air Jordan 1 Shattered backboard looks like it's scheduled for August now. You know, everybody was talking July. That's why I always tell people, take these like dates and stuff like that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going to release unless you work there directly. Nike them can push back and change stuff all the time. We should all know that by now. But again, I don't knock platforms for putting out there what they know, because why not? You know, they can't control it at the end of the day. Let me put myself back on the main screen. Boom. Coming up on that hour mark, been on for an hour and 2 minutes. Let me touch the chat real quick, then we'll wrap things up. Where we at? Manny with the Kick says Sunny with laughter emoji. Says Big Money Sunny says, you already know Manolo. Man, Polo ain't even sing the entire. I'm not singing it. I like the song though, but I'm not singing it. Yeah, no. Right when I read it the first time, and then when I read it, I'm like, oh, I know what you're trying to do. Nah, I'm good. We talked about it a little bit, but I'm gonna cover it more on Music Monday for sure. Because obviously I got a lot to say, even though he's been denied bail. You know, I don't see why not. I mean, he beat, what, 3 charges out of the 5. So he, and the 2 charges he get hit with is like prostitution. I'm gonna leave it alone, because I'll never get off live if I start it. Big Money Sunny says, I stand corrected, Polo. Salute to you. I think he's gonna walk and have to pay fines and community service. Who knows what the sentencing will be? We did talk about it, but I'm gonna cover it on Music Monday for sure. And it's not about correcting. You had your opinion, I had my opinion. But dog, I've always said this, and I'm gonna leave it alone because I should be closing out on the sneaker shit, right? I've always said this. Somebody on that caliber, and I'm not saying nobody's above the law, but the more and more these stories came out, and the people that took the stand, is like, bro, they were like, think about Jane Doe was saying like, oh, he's still taking care of me and paying my rent right now. And I'm gonna leave it right here with this, right? Because I'm gonna talk about it on Music Monday. But since the Diddy stuff is new and kind of breaking, this is my thing. Do you think Jane Doe wants to not have her rent paid if this guy goes down the road? And not saying he still ain't gonna be getting to a bag, but some shit gonna get cut off. What you think gonna come first? This man got 8 kids? If I'm not mistaken, he has 8 kids. Who you think gonna come first? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know? Yeah. It ain't nothing even personal, you know, and I'm gonna leave it right there. So yeah, them calling that person to the stand, I don't understand the prosecution's thought process. But again, that's why they probably work in law and Jeremy Jones don't. But anyway, man, let's wrap things up here for tonight. I've been on this joint for like an hour and 4 minutes, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Definitely means a lot to the kid. Definitely smash that like button and sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trying hauls, and y'all know I'll be back again live on Saturday with another Sold Out podcast. And another Sold Out live. Until then, man, more content on the way. Y'all smash the like button and sub up. And yeah, I'll see you guys again on Saturday. And of course, you know I am very looking forward to Music Monday. But yeah, man, I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. crucial amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember.